National Education Policy 2020 is a revolutionary adoption in Indian education system. The new education policy for the 21st century is a much needed reform that India's education strategy has been waiting for from the last 34 years. This will make students future ready and take the country to the new heights in the 21st century. So far, India's education system has not seen any major reform. Students remain trapped in the rat race to become doctors, engineers, or lawyers. Their interests, their abilities, and the demand had not been mapped. It is important to free the system from this rat race and inculcate innovative and creative thinking in students. NEP does that successfully by taking a holistic approach rather than thinking in silos. The new NEP will shift the focus of students from what to think to how to think. One of the strongest aspects that I would like to mention here is many times students take up their graduation course due to the parental or societal pressure because of their immaturity or lack of sufficient understanding of their own strength. With this new NEP 2020 and the introduction of vocational education from 6th standard onwards will enable students and their parents to understand their interest area or area of their passion as early in life so that they can take up the graduation course based on their interest. This new multiple entry exit for the graduation course will ease the fear of those students who want to quit a course in between from which they have already enrolled in can easily do so under the new system, and these two features will enable our students to take up a professional career in their area of interest or in the passion areas. Now let us see what are the 7 features of NEP apart from what is clearly evident. The first one is Self-reliant India. The first objective of NEP is to devise and implement robust solution to its own problem, which are in harmony with other programs and initiatives of Government of India, such as Make in India, Startup India, Skill India, and the latest being atma-nirbhar India, to promote entrepreneurship over jobs. The current COVID-19 crisis has proved the validity and necessity of such self-reliant society. It is also aimed at redirecting our unemployed youth towards self-sustained skill-based model. We have to think how a culturally rich India came to discriminate between its people. Our youngsters need to understand the sacrifice that laborers and farmers make towards nation building. Dignity of labor is stressed in NEP. The second feature is Sustainable Development Goals. The holistic development of an individual is aimed through positive inclusive education, which is not limiting to certain subjects alone but extending towards climate, culture, values and environmental awareness. The intention is to develop an individual to adopt an eco-friendly lifestyle from the primary level of education. Third one is Education as Economy Booster. Since knowledge economy is interrelated to society, it brings multitude of socio-economic improvements. Stress on vocational studies and support through funding and incubation center reinforces the boosting economy through entrepreneurship. With most sectors moving to digital platform, India needs to create an army of tech-enabled youngsters who are willing to take calculated risk. Emphasis on critical thinking, creativity and conceptual understanding will enable students to become self-motivated learners, which is very important for the students to acquire skills to prepare themselves for the unforeseen jobs of tomorrow. Fourth feature is internationalization of higher education. Internationalization of higher education is added first time in the education history of India. It targets on making India as a knowledge hub, attracting foreign nationals, and also to encourage students exchange program and research collaboration, Indian institutes with other foreign institutes in an organized manner. Exchange of credit between foreign universities and home institute will be permitted to be credited as an award of a degree in appropriation as per higher education institutes. The fifth factor is digital pedagogy and classroom. The initiative of Digital India and the current crisis of pandemic is the motive behind the need for the creation of digital libraries, digital content, digital pedagogy and classroom, online learning and online teaching in different languages in NEP 2020. Regulatory body and autonomous body, the National Education Technology Forum, NETF, is proposed to provide a platform to facilitate decision making on the induction, deployment and use of technology, as well as the opportunity to consult and share best practices. The sixth factor is equipping teachers with latest technology and education methodology. There has been several initiatives that are introduced to train the teachers to prepare themselves to train both at school education level and at higher education level. The main emphasis has been on training the teachers on latest digital technology in coordination with several agencies and institutes across all districts. It has also mentioned about higher remuneration package for teachers to attract more talents to this industry. The seventh factor is a layered accreditation system. A new layered accreditation system for on-campus and for online distance learning, infrastructure for quality degree granting institutes and universities, autonomy to faculty and institutes defines NEP 2020 in 21st century for India. Affiliation is to be stopped. Teaching and research becomes two main activities of an institute. Accreditation should be able to set standards in terms of quality of infrastructure, technology, gross enrollment ratio, faculty and research facilities. Next is English language. Nowhere in the policy it mentions about shredding the English language. Instead, it mentions about multilingualism. Like Modi government, NEP 2020, Kothari Commission in 1966 emphasized the need for implementing education in mother tongue. But India is not about to turn its face away from English language. Undoubtedly, comprehension of majority of students will be enhanced if they learn their lessons in their mother tongue. This will highly benefit students who are in the rural area. However, as long as the state and the school is given flexibility to determine which is their mother tongue, especially in metros like Delhi, Bombay and Bangalore, where students of multiple mother tongue enroll and also additional languages are also available. Thus, the next 2 years will see far-reaching changes in both higher education and high school education. However, implementation will have its own challenges in terms of funding, huge scalability, and best-in-class resources. In the meanwhile, let us support the policy and provide feedback for continuous improvement and checkpoints to avoid malpractices of any kind. I hope today's video provided a different insight into NEP 2020. For more such career-related topics, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. And please share with your friends.